our Chamber of Commerce. Sail to prosper.
All right. Okay, I see a very interesting question. If you want to skip this, you can skip this, Anand. So, with your permission, let me read this. This is from Mr. Chandra Modi. If you were at the helm of affairs, what kind of decisions would you have taken in this context to save the country?
See, sometimes we do imagine whether we can do that, we can do this. Everybody has got a dream. But to be at the helm of affairs of the country is something which I have never dreamt. Even in my wildest of dreams, I have not dreamt that. But I think Mr. Modi is doing a great job. I mean, it's not public relations, but I honestly believe that he is the best leader we can have at this time. And I largely think that the BJP government is doing the right things. There are very few things which you can do otherwise because it's a very complex country. There is a matrix of communal matrix is there. Then there are classes. There are people, 20 million people who don't have adequate food in this country to eat. There are very affluent people. There is a very strong middle class. There is a business community to balance all that. But I think the government is doing a good job. And now that he has put this idea in my mind, let me start imagining at least how it's going to be.
All right. Okay. Okay. This is a question on a parental perspective. Once the educational institution opens, how do you think that you will be able to maintain the physical distancing in colleges and schools so that we can send our kids confidently?
See, this is a very tricky question because today all classes in the colleges and schools are designed for seating 60 people and 40 people. So suddenly, if you think only 1/3 of the people can sit there, then I think colleges have to work in shifts. And which means we'll have to have double the amount of teachers from now. And in public transport, if people are not going to be allowed to stay in 60 people to a bus, then instead of one bus, you will need now 3 buses. So all these are challenges. So I think schools and colleges are not going to reopen till the month of July. And probably if everything subsides by then, there will be near normalcy. Otherwise, I think we may have to go for shifts or temporary classrooms because at the moment, in all colleges, in all schools, the classrooms are filled to capacity.
Okay, this is again a question related to COVID relief materials. We see a lot of rush into manufacturing of COVID support materials like PPE, face mask. Is it a good idea even at this time to get into such businesses, or is it too late?
It's an early. It's a new business, that new opportunity that is coming in. Only this morning I was reading that the market is worth 10,000 crores for this year. And what you have to imagine, what you have to understand here is the material you have to procure. If it is for the high-end masks of N95 and also for the PPE, the material is not really available in India. It's only 3M who has got the material and some of few people from China who have got the material. So you will be buying the material and stitching it here. So the value addition to that will be very less. And then there will be an opportunity because not everybody is doing it now or doing it right. So if you put a world-class facility which is highly sterile and untouched by hand, if you have a process, I'm sure it will have a very good opportunity because not only PPE, but everything else to do with cleanliness and hygiene, I think it will be a great market.
This is from a youngster, Ms. Swati. Is it advisable to start our startup incubated under the private institution where we are studying or find other measures to do so? What do you recommend?
Yes, the incubators in colleges, that's the Government of India's incubators scheme, is a very good scheme. And I think if your college has got that, you must straight away start with that. There is I think depending on which college you're going to, if there's a good incubator there, it is a wonderful idea to start it there.
So this question is again from Mr. Anna Sundaram of Australia. He's saying, many in the Western world believe that Industry 4.0 will bring in a lot of changes. Will people like you support Industry 4.0 to get into Indian industry, especially?
Yes, why not? I think Indian industry is already adopting it. See, anything which industry will benefit with a lower cost, with higher efficiency, and with more technological content, it will be a hot sell at this time. So, Industry 4.0 will be a hit. It's already a hit, and it will continue to be a hit.
Right. So, and now reading out the question. Now we'll get into an interactive session. So,
Okay.
I'm requesting the participants, whoever wants to ask a question, please raise your hand so that I can unmute you and you can ask your question directly to Anand. I see Mr. Valliyappan. Yeah, Mr. Valliyappan, please go ahead. I have unmuted you.
I have in this scenario, slightly general but more specific to spinning mills. How do you see spinning mills adopting to these COVID things? Because while on one side we are talking about cutting costs, we are also talking about social distancing and slightly more increased expenses because of this COVID thing. Now, in spite of this, do you see the market thriving in the maybe medium term so that we can offset these costs? And what will be the general suggestion you have for spinning mill? In a lot of entrepreneurs who are in spinning mills are there today in the call. So, what would be a general suggestion for the same?
Okay. Any business, whether it is spinning or anything else, will have to respect these hygiene norms. This is something which is unavoidable, and that cost you have to absorb. So those who adopt to these challenges and those who adopt to these new norms will survive, and others will not survive. Now, if that will mean taking additional cost, you will definitely be able to pass it on to the market. May not be immediately, but over a period of 6 months, you will find that the market will adjust towards this additional cost. That's bound to happen, because I expect that in all businesses, 30% of the weak businesses are going to shut down. This is going to happen in spinning as well. This is going to happen in weaving and in garmenting across the value chain in textiles and also in many other industries. So when that excess capacity goes out, you will find that the better companies will do well and they will be able to pass on these costs. And you as a forward-looking company must adopt these best practices no matter what it costs, so that if there is going to be because there are going to be social audits, there are going to be health audits. When some auditor comes, these are the things he's going to look at, and we must be compliant on that.
Okay. There's one more hand raise from an iPad. Can you please tell your name, introduce yourself, and then ask the question?
Yeah, hi. Hello, Anna. I am Madhav Narayanan Paraniyappan. I am calling from Amsterdam, Netherlands. So I am working in a software company here in Amsterdam, which is mainly for the airlines. And my question is, I'm having more than 11 years experience in the airline industry, but due to the COVID-19, all our airlines and airline-related projects are closed. It's in a ramp-down mode. So can I choose a project which is not related to airlines, or what is your idea in it?
I think so. If you're a programmer and if you're an IT guy with IT skills, then I'm sure you can switch from airline platform to some other platform, which I think you should do, because airlines for now are something which will remain impacted at least for the next 6 months or so.
Okay. There is a question from Tyagarajan Chidambaram. Are you there, Mr. Tyagarajan? I have allowed you to unmute yourself, so because I'm not able to unmute, you can ask your question directly. Otherwise, I can read the question, Anand. He's saying pharma, FMCG, education are going to be the immediate spending post-COVID. When can we expect discretionary spending, non-essential spending from people?
See, this is the billion-dollar question. Nobody knows when it is going to happen, how it is going to happen. I personally feel, and it's directly correlated to what's going to happen to the condition of the disease and how soon we are going to come with a vaccine or how soon we are going to gain immunity. If this herd immunity theory works, and then a lot of people will acquire immunity in the next 6 months, then by September, October, this wave would have gone. Some people say a second wave of infections are going to come. If that happens, it's going to be very serious. And that will impact our spending even more than what it is doing now. So you have to follow the pattern of the disease. And unfortunately, we have hiked this fear very highly. There is a doctor who was telling me yesterday, this is a self-regulating flu. It is nothing more than that. He says in India, in America, 6 lakhs people die every year because of flu. But here, when 100,000 people have died, there is a big hue and cry. Because I think whether by design or accident, the fear factor in COVID is very, very high. So you'll have to follow the disease pattern to see how the spending pattern will emerge out of that.
Okay. This question is from Deva Ryan. Rishi Sunak in UK has given government guarantee to banks for loans for restarting small businesses. Similar loans at softer rates have to be given to small entrepreneurs and MSMEs to restart their business after lockdown. Can the Chamber of Commerce and industry associations take it up effectively with the government?
Yes, we are already doing that. All in Chamber of Commerce and associations are asking for this. But this boils down to the fundamental issue. Does the government of India have the money to do this? Because USA can do it because it is their own currency. They can print as much dollars as they want. Nothing will happen, or very little negative consequence will come. UK has got a strong balance sheet. They are able to do it. But India, there's already a deficit. The economy was already in a slowdown mode for the last 1 year, even before COVID. So now there is a limit to what the government can do. And also the government giving guarantee to business loans has never happened in this country. And it will not be looked upon favorably from a socio-political point of view. So no government is going to come and give guarantees to business. So at best, they will give some assistance for employment. If I'm employing this many people, if they say you continue to employ these people, we will pay you 15%, 20% of that. I mean, the PF amount they will pay. That's what they are going to do. I don't think Indian government will go beyond that.
Okay. Because of COVID, the entire education industry is going online. So what is the future of education industry and academic book publishers? This is from RMS Vishwanathan.
Well, as I told you earlier, the brick and mortar model in education is not going to go away immediately. It will be a challenge. It will gradually go down. And I think online courses will start coming up. And the next 5-10 years, you will find as a transition time, and both will coexist and one will slowly replace the other. So this is a new trend which has to be watched over the next few years, and this change is not going to come overnight.
Okay. Mr. STH, are you there? I can see
Yes.
STH.
Yes.
Yeah, please ask your question. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Venkatesh Sendil. At present, I am in Riyadh, working for L&T Vice President here for the construction industry. The way this is going, people will now looking at again savings, and what will have impact on all other businesses, because people will not spend money anymore. They would like to have liquid cash. What is your take on that?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. There's no two opinions about it. See, the Indian society and moreover the Nagardar community always believed in savings. It always believed in frugality. செட்டியார் வீட்டு நாயும் கணக்கு வச்சு தான் கிடைக்கும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? இப்போ அந்த கணக்கு எழுதுற பழக்கமே போச்சு. அவன் அப்படியே ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றான். இப்போ all these old best practices have to come back. இப்போ வணக்கம் சொல்லுங்க, கை கொடுக்காதீங்கிறான். That is the Indian way of life. You become a vegetarian-ங்கிறான். You have a relaxed way of life and you do some pranayama and yoga and meditation. All this is Indian way of life. Similarly, we had a lot of best practices. I think savings is a very fundamental thing which people taught us. And now these NBFCs and banks came and have started to induce people to borrow at phenomenal prices. And nobody knows what the interest that is being charged on a credit card. It's the upward of 24%, 25%. During this COVID time, everybody is being called and said, we can give you additional credit limit on the credit card, which means that he is giving you additional money at 20% and 24%, which unfortunately our people are not realizing. So back to basics. This is that way it's good, sir. I think everybody must save, and if they learn to save, unfortunately in the hard way, it's welcome.
Okay. Ms. Swati, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, please ask your question. Yeah.
Sir, I'm in a situation where I find it difficult to tackle it. So I was the one who asked about the incubation stuff. So I'm studying in one institution which is ready to incubate my idea, but my friend who's my partner kind of, but he's in another institution, and there's a clash between institutions as to like the institution that my friend is studying in, they are not ready to accept him being incubated under my institution. So I don't even know how to tackle this situation. So I just need your advice on that. And yeah.
Well, I can't give you an advice just like that, because unless you know all the details of what institution, what is a clash, why there is a clash, and how to solve it. Huh? So maybe offline, if you want to come back and say something, if I can help you, I'll do that. But I'm not sure.
Is there another way to start a startup instead of being incubated? You said being incubated.
Any startup, I'll tell you what is most important is the idea. If you have a very good idea, then money will start coming chasing that idea. So if that idea is validated, then I'm sure you can get money from several government institutions. I think there is a special institute run by the government of India for startups. Maybe you can go there. I don't remember the name of that scheme, but there is a scheme by government of India. They will give you money directly.
Okay. Mr. Chandramouli, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Yeah, please. And 1 minute, I'm unmuting you. Please allow me to unmute you. Ne?
Yes.
Yeah, and please go ahead. Ne?
Yeah. Mr. Kannan, how would you improve efficiency post-COVID? Because that is necessary to improve efficiency and productivity to stay alive and stay competitive. And how would you do that post-COVID?
Yes, I do not know whether you joined a little late, but I started this interaction with saying that we have to use COVID as an opportunity to improve efficiency. So I think one advantage which I see in COVID is to tell your team, to tell your co-managers and workers, look here, our company is impacted now, our demand is impacted, so we have to achieve more with what we have. We have to have better efficiency, we have to have better cost control, and we have to cut off all the unwanted activities or muda or waste, as the Japanese call it. I think this is a must. Every company has to do it.
Okay. Mr. Narayanan, are you there? Mr. Narayanan?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question. Yeah. Mr. Narayanan? Okay, we'll come back to you again. Yeah, please. No, allow me to unmute you. Yeah, please go ahead now. Yeah.
Now you can hear me?
Yes, please.
I am 85. My children and grandchildren do not allow me even to go for a walk, saying that this is such serious one. The newspapers flash so much that we are all mortally afraid. Is it absurd or is it okay?
Sir, I am not a medical doctor, so I can't give any opinion on this. But personally, I don't belong to the group that is scared of this COVID. If you have a good immunity, and I'm sure you have a good immunity because you are a very strong man from what you say. So if you believe that COVID will not affect you, it will not affect you. But if you sit all the while and under the house and say anytime I can get COVID, then I'm sure it's a very negative thing. So I can't give a medical opinion, but I think to be positive, then my age is only a number, and I'm sure you can do what you want. Nothing will happen to you.
Right. Ms. Purani, are you there?
Hi. Sorry. This is not Purani. My name is Akshu. Yeah, quick question regarding the educational technology. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Okay. அண்ணா இது தமிழ்ல கேள்வி கேட்கலாமாண்ணா? ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை.
நல்ல கேளுங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே. நான் ஃபுல்லாக இங்கிலீஷில் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
ஆமாம்மா, நான் இந்த ஊர்ல தான் படித்தேன், தமிழ்ல தான் படித்தேன், தமிழ் தெரியும், சொல்லுங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே. ஒன்றும் இல்லைண்ணா, இப்போ எஜுகேஷனல் டெக்னாலஜி வந்து இப்போ நிறைய வந்து சேஞ்சஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா? ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்துட்டு நிறைய எஜுகேஷனல் மாடல்ஸ் வந்துட்டு இட் வில் சேஞ்ச். நம்ம வந்து இப்போ ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல் ஸ்கூல் பேஸ்ட் இருக்கிறது வந்துட்டு ஆன்லைன் பேஸ்டாகவும் ஸ்கூல் பேஸ்டாகவும் கொஞ்சம் மிக்ஸ் ஆகும் மாறும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ அதனால வந்துட்டு இப்போ எஜுகேஷனல் கம்பெனிஸ்ல இல்லை ஆன்லைன் எஜுகேஷன் கம்பெனிஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு இது ரைட் டைமா? ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் 2008 ரெசெஷன் வந்தப்ப there was this person, அந்த ஒரு ஃபேமஸ் புக் இருக்கு, த பிக் ஷாட்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அதுல வந்துட்டு அவர் வந்துட்டு $200,000 வந்து சிட்டி பேங்கோட அந்த ஷேர்ஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிருப்பாரு $1 வேல்யூல. அண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் அபவுட் 1 year it has become 33 times and he has become a millionaire. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல வந்துட்டு எல்லாமே இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்டே பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்றதை விட வந்துட்டு கேர்ஃபுல்லா செலக்டிவா இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணலான்றது என்னோட தனிப்பட்ட கருத்து. ஸோ அது பேஸ் பண்ணி பார்த்தா இந்த எஜுகேஷனல் டெக்னாலஜி வந்துட்டு, ஐ மீன் எஜுகேஷன் ரிலேட்டட் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ், எஸ்பெஷலி ஆன்லைன் ரிலேட்டட் எஜுகேஷனல் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் வந்துட்டு பண்ணலான்றது என்னோட ஒரு ஃபீல். இது வந்து கரெக்டா இல்லையா, இப்ப பண்ணா வந்துட்டு இஸ் இஸ் த ரைட் டைம் அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும்.
நீங்க 2-3 issues you have bundled into one question. Now, first question is, one part of your question is about investments. Now, Citibank share came to 1 rupee and then it went to 33 rupees, $35. It came to $1 and went to $35. That's not in 2008. I think even earlier when the banking crisis took place. So like that, the present market will also give you a similar opportunity. I don't know which country you are, but markets will give you such an opportunity and you can seize that opportunity. But that is already in the listed space, and you can only find this kind of gyrations in valuation in the listed space, whether in America or India or wherever. But if you are going to invest in technology, a futuristic technology, thinking that technology is going to mature for the future, then you are taking a different call altogether. Now, education field technology la vanda companies, enak therinji or 10-15 companies vandanga, everybody has failed. Now a fresh wave of companies have come and some of them are doing very well. So it depends which company, which kind of technology they are offering. So we can't generalize. But I think educationally there will be changes, but the changes will be slow. The brick and mortar will remain for some time, as I already said.
Okay. Mr.
in India. Yeah.
Mr. Pethapermal, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Coimbatore. Generic question.
Your voice break. Mr. Pethapermal, your voice is breaking.
General question. Is it clear now?
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's a general question. இப்போ சித்தாங்கிற மெடிசனை வந்து இப்போ நம்ம யாருமே இந்த இதில் யாருமே ட்ரை பண்ணல. It's a very potential medicine, was not tried properly. இப்போ COVID-19 வந்துச்சு, next year X20 இருக்குல்ல, Y21. Some other issues may come in the recent years or recent 20 years. But as a community, can we as a JDS channel சேர்ந்து promote பண்ணலாமா? Some funding மாதிரி பண்ணி, common funding மாதிரி பண்ணி, சித்தா டாக்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொண்டு வந்து, can you start a small which can lead other people? Because we are always solution finders. We are always problems and solutions comes from us always. So it's the right time for us to start a Siddha Vispani.
Your audio is continued to is quite poor, but Ganeshan, I think he is saying about Siddha medicine. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, he's saying that Siddha medicine has not been tested in a big way, but this situation has a good scope for such medicine. So, as a community, can we come together and invest and venture into this business?
Well, it can't be a business because if you have to be a knowledge holder, you have to be a vision holder. You not only have to have the vision, but you also have to have the knowledge. If you are a doctor, then you will do well. But I don't think as an investor you can get 10 Siddha doctors together and to do it. It's possible, but not. I'm not sure how it's going to work. But there is one person who has done this successfully in India is no, not Patanjali. The other one who's in Erode. ஈரோட்ல இருக்கார் பாருங்க, அவர் he has done very well.
Mhm.
He is in poultry business and he has also got a Siddha arm.
You mean SKS, ne?
SKS, they are doing very well. Yes,
Right. Yeah.
that's a model you can look at.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. And this is from youngster. He's saying that I am an employee. From tomorrow, they have asked me to come to office, but there is no medicine, there is no vaccination. I have to follow a lot of precautions and safety norms. My family is not allowing me to go to work. So how do we handle this?
Your thought force, think very positively. Think that you are not going to get Siddha, like that Ayya who spoke just now. At 85 years, he wants to go out for a walk because he thinks COVID will not affect him. So you have to be positive. You have to think that COVID is not going to affect you. If it affects you, it's only a self-regulating flu. Please understand this. It's nothing beyond that.
Okay. Mr. Veerappan, are you there? I can see you raising.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
please
sir.
go ahead with your question. Yeah. Keep it short.
ஆமா அண்ணே, வணக்கம்ண்ணே. நான் வீரப்பன் மதுரையில இருந்து பேசுறேன். சுப்ரீம் சைசிங் அண்ட் வீவிங் மில்ஸ்னு வச்சிருக்கிறேன். ஒரு 28 இயர்ஸா இருக்கு. நான் இப்போ வந்து கிரே ஃபேப்ரிக் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி கரூர், ஈரோடு, சென்னை அப்படி அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிற எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டர்ஸ் பூராமே கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கிறேன். இந்த சூழ்நிலையில கிரே ஃபேப்ரிக் வந்து டேக் ஆஃப் ஆகுமா? ஏன்னா எல்லாம் ஃபாரின் பையர்ஸ் பூரா எப்படி இருக்காங்க, என்ன மாதிரி இருக்காங்க, அங்க இருக்கிற மார்க்கெட்லாம் என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கு, அது எப்ப ரிவோக் ஆகும்னு தெரியல. ஸோ இந்த சூழ்நிலையில எங்களுடைய நிலையெல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக நான் உங்கள்கிட்ட கேட்டுக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா உங்கள்கிட்டயும் அந்த இதெல்லாம் இருக்கு, நீங்க வீட்டு மில்ஸ் அந்த இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, நீங்க என்ன யோசிக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி.
6 months is a trying time for everybody in any business, including this business. So 6 months நீங்க தாக்கு பிடிச்சு தான் ஆகணும். காஸ்ட் கட் பண்ணுங்க, எஃபிஷியன்சியை கூட்டுங்க, 6 மாசம் இருங்க. பை அக்டோபர் நவம்பருக்குள்ள திங்ஸ் வில் இம்ப்ரூவ் நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Okay. Okay, there is a question from Mr. Ram. He's been repeatedly putting this, so I have requested him to take it offline with us. He's asking you to connect him with the Meenakshi Amman temple. So
Okay.
we'll take it offline. Yeah.
You let me know, we'll do whatever possible.
Yeah. PL Somasundaram, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question. Yeah.
ஆனா நான் வந்து ஐ எம் இன்டு எக்ஸ்போர்ட். நான் பொதுவா வந்து என்னுடைய கம்பெனி ஸ்ட்ரக்சருக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி வேல்யூ அடிஷன் மட்டுமே தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். பட் இப்போ வந்து எல்லா கண்ட்ரியுமே வந்து வேல்யூ அடிஷன்ங்கிறது நீ வேல்யூ அடிஷன் ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து நீ கொஞ்சம் மூவ் ஆகிறதுல கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமாகும். ஏன்னா ஃபிளரிஷிங்கா இருந்தா தான் வேல்யூ அடிஷன்ல வந்து வி கேன் ஏர்ன் மணி. இந்த அட் திஸ் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம் கேன் ஐ மூவ் டு டொமஸ்டிக் மார்க்கெட்? ஏன்னா டொமஸ்டிக் மார்க்கெட் வந்து நமக்கு தெரியும் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு. பட் அப்ராட்ல இருக்க கண்ட்ரில ஒரு பிராண்டோட இதெல்லாம் போய் நான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுங்கிறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். டொமஸ்டிக் மார்க்கெட்டுங்கிறப்ப நம்ம அதை இப்ப வந்து ஒரு ஒரு டிவிஷனா இதை நம்ம ப்ரொமோட் பண்ணலாமா, எக்ஸ்போர்ட் இருக்கப்பவே அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நான் கேட்கிறேன்.
என்ன ப்ராடக்ட்டுங்க?
அப்பேரல் தான். ஐ எம் ஃப்ரம் திருப்பூர்.
ஓகே. See, I'll tell you one thing. If இப்போ இந்தியாவில் வந்து இன்னைக்கு 32,000 கேசஸ்ங்கிறாங்க, 32,000 33,000 கேசஸ், மேபி இட் கோஸ் அப் டு 45-50 கூட போகலாம். பட் அவர் டெத் ரேட் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த லோயஸ்ட் இன் த வேர்ல்ட். இப்போ மற்ற கண்ட்ரீஸ்ல த டெத் ரேட் பர் மில்லியன் இஸ் 1,000, 1,500, 700, 800 இருக்கு. இந்தியாவில் வந்து இட் இஸ் சோ ஃபார் ஒன்லி 0.7. You assume that this is wrong, assume the wrong statistics, multiplied by 10. So that our death rate will still be 7 or 10 per million. So death rate is very, very low. So therefore, if India comes out successfully from this COVID infection, you will find that the Indian economy will start doing very well because a lot of foreign investment will come. So bet on Indian economy is positive and welcome.
Okay. Mr. Natarajan, are you there?
I'm here.
Please go
Hello.
ahead.
Now, 1 second.
Natarajan, we are not able to hear you. Mr. Natarajan, you need to allow me to unmute, please. நீங்க unmute பண்ணிக்கல. நீங்க I'm not able to unmute.
I'm audible now?
இப்ப பேசுங்க. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anand, I have a question. Any message to Nagarattar youths who settled in foreign countries? Will that be better for them to come and settle in India? in the forthcoming years after this COVID?
See, there's nothing like abroad and nothing like India. The question is value system. You have to be an expert in your field. You have to be well studied. You have to be well trained, and you have to be a competent person in that particular field. You will flourish in India as well as abroad. And Nagarathar have got some great qualities. நீங்க யூடியூப்ல போய் பாருங்க. The uniqueness of Nagarathar நான் பேசின ஒரு ஸ்பீச் இருக்கு. அதில் நகரத்தாருடைய குவாலிட்டிஸ் 10 குவாலிட்டிஸ் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அதை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா if those qualities are there, then you will be a winner. நகரத்தார் கம்யூனிட்டியில் இது சிறு பிள்ளையிலேருந்தே இதெல்லாம் சோரோடு ஊட்டி வளர்ந்த குவாலிட்டிஸ். ஸோ அதை ஒன்றொன்னா நம்மகிட்ட போயிட்டு இருக்கு. அது மட்டும் இருந்துச்சுன்னா தொடர்ந்து நம்ம கடைபிடித்தோம்னா அது இந்த ஏன்னா 1,25,000 பேர் இருக்க ஒரு கம்யூனிட்டிக்கு நாடுங்கிற அங்கீகாரம் கிடைச்சிச்சு. செட்டிநாடுங்கிற அங்கீகாரம் 50 லட்சம் பேர் இருந்தனால கிடைக்கல. 1 லட்சம் பேர் இருந்த கம்யூனிட்டி கிடைச்சிச்சுன்னா இப்போ ஏதோ யூனிக்கா இருந்திருக்கணும்ல. இப்போ செட்டிநாட்டு உணவு வகைன்னு ஒன்று வந்துச்சு. அதுவும் இந்த 1,20,000 பேர்ல அந்த 50,000 ஆட்சிமார்கள் செய்த உணவுக்கு ஒரு உலக ஒரு ரெகக்னிஷன் கிடைச்சிச்சு. ஸோ தே ஆர் டூயிங் லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் ரைட். ஸோ அந்த பழசுகளை பார்த்து அதுபடி நம்ம இருந்தாலே போதும். நீங்க அந்த யூடியூப் ஸ்பீச் தயவுசெய்து பாருங்க, இதெல்லாம் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
Right. And I will take last 2 questions now. Yeah.
Please.
Arunachalam, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Sir, origin Arunachalam from Madurai, travels and transport business பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So before a month ago,
please repeat.
I'm Arunachalam from Madurai. இங்க travels and transport வந்து ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். Before COVID ஒரு 2 to 3 institutions we had some tie-ups, and we are planning to move on with their transportation segment for staffs and educational institutions. So after COVID இந்த மாதிரி இதோட இது எப்படி இருக்கும்? Post COVID இது இப்போ ஸ்டாக்னண்டா நிக்குது. இந்த tie-ups இன்னும் ஃபுல்ஃபில் ஆகாம இருக்கு. அண்டர் கான்வர்சேஷன்ல இருக்கு இந்த tie-ups.
See, post COVID I think transport will do well because everybody requires more transport. இப்போ எங்க காலேஜ் பஸ் எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லா வருது. இது அப்சல்யூட்லி பேக்ட். பட் நவ் கம் the reopening we can't do that. So we will require more transport, and I don't think we are going to go and buy buses. So we will have to ask for outsourcing. So I think it will do well. நிறைய இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க, நிறைய பண்ணலாம், நல்லா இருக்கும்.
Right. Last but one question. Ram, are you there? Ram Ramanathan?
Yeah. Are you able to hear me?
Yes. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Anand, good evening. I'm an alumni of TC. I just had this question. I mean, a macro trend. Do you see urbanization to metro cities getting slowed down after COVID?
Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on its head. It's a very good question. See, what is happening in Dharavi, Bombay is the downside of urbanization. Hereafter, people will not go to such crowded cities. They will run away. So I think rural India, small cities, B towns, C towns will do very well. So please focus on that. Your mind is correctly focused and you are thinking in the right way.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And then last question from a youngster. So we see a lot of education institutions in Nagarathar community. Can they all come together and help the youth towards their education in a bigger way?
It is possible, provided everybody has got the same thought process, everybody has got the same fundamental principles, then you will be able to do that. If people's principles and practices are at loggerheads with each other, then it is not possible. Like-minded institutions can do it. Because as far as Tyagaraja institutions are concerned, we are absolutely not for profit. And if somebody on the other end says, I am here for profit, then these two institutions can never meet or have anything common ground.
Anand, do you want to add any other message?
Nothing at all. It was a great pleasure talking to so many people, and I could see that there were 238 people, 240 people.
Yeah.
So it was very nice, and I'm happy that IPCN is working so well. It's very nicely networked, right from somebody is waking up in America and somebody else is keeping awake in Europe. And so it's very good. You have done a great job. Continue to do this. And I think you have got good momentum. I think next year onwards, you should, I think this will become a great economic forum.
Right. To give a small gist about what we do at Nagarathar Chamber of Commerce, we do meet once in a month, a regular meeting. So as on date, our central chamber is in Chennai and we have chapters in Madurai, Salem and Bangalore. So we have close to almost 670 members. So we have focus committees for entrepreneurship development, then Archie's committee empowerment, then for the youth, for youth juniors from 9 to 13 years old, and youth from 14 to 25 years old. So we do a lot of sessions on mentoring. We help them to pitch their business. We help them in getting funding for their businesses. So in the last 4 years, because of Nagarathar Chamber of Commerce, we have leveraged the businesses of a lot of our members, and we have done business through networking exceeding 150 crores.
Okay.
In the last 4 years, just through the chamber networking.
Okay.
So we are trying to further our initiatives to strengthen our community in the years to come. And with this few words about the chamber, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for accepting our invitation and patiently answering all the questions for the last close to almost 75-80 minutes. So on behalf of Nagarathar Chamber of Commerce, we extend our sincere thanks to you, Anand. And I also thank all the participants for staying through the session and asking your questions. And we hope that this session would have given a lot of answers and insights into your doubts post-COVID. So as Anand rightly said, we have seen equally big recessions. So this too shall pass, and let us be positive, and let us take, we have seen many other challenges also. So let us take this also as challenge and sail through this. As Nagarathar Chamber of Commerce, we always say sail to prosper. So let us sail through these tough times to prosper in the coming years. Thanks. Thank you, everyone.
We'll meet at better times. Thank you.
Thank you.